Here is the text with punctuation added. Researchers were noticing a far-off cosmic system when it accomplished something very weird. A black hole of massive extents showed up before the eyes of the scientists. A never-before-seen blaze of light sent the researchers into a state of disarray. No one truly realized what had occurred in the system SDSS J335+0730. Right up to the present day, specialists are still quarreling over the answers. We may have seen the introduction of a cosmic center. The baffling system SDSS J335+0730 was found during the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, and this odd infinite object immediately turned into a huge galactic case. The Sky Survey project identified divine objects, for example, universes, stars, and quasars, and allotted them explicit coordinates over a period of months. SDSS J335+0730 became an official cosmic mapping project in 2000. Among the millions of systems the project has recorded, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, SDSS, soon drew exceptional attention when it suddenly increased in brightness in 2019. Initially, the cosmic system appeared inert, so the analysts were all the more shocked by the sudden increase in activity. What had occurred? Scientists suspect that the cosmic system was activated by an event in which a supermassive black hole consumes matter. This rare ongoing observation of a cosmic awakening went down in the galactic history books, because scientifically, this case is totally unique. The cosmic awakening of SDSS J335+0730. Have you ever considered how black holes are made? We know that dying stars can leave black holes, but these don't generally form into cosmic centers. The black holes at the center of galaxies like SDSS J335+0730 have a much more puzzling history. Despite the fact that we know a lot, specialists still can't exactly describe how cosmic centers or even whole galaxies are really formed. The black holes at the center of nearly every known universe are intriguing conditions for science and are probably key components in astronomical development. Now, noticing the awakening of such a center is increasingly one of the most interesting scientific instances of the last 10 years. Cosmic awakening describes an intriguing phenomenon in which a previously peaceful system suddenly begins to strongly shine. This happens when the very huge black hole at the center of the universe becomes active and consumes material. The matter is heated to very high temperatures, emitting light in several frequencies and creating a striking, durable glow. An intriguing event, not just for stargazers but also for anyone observing this phenomenon. We generally imagine black holes at the center of galaxies as stationary hunters, lying in wait for something to pass by that they can suck in. Even space experts suspected as much for a long time. However, now something else entirely has been uncovered. Using the very large telescope of the European Southern Observatory, scientists were able to capture something entirely new about black holes for the first time and study the events in detail. Black holes were one of the greatest mysteries of the universe for a long time. Scientists considered them the remnants of dead stars and something like no spots in the universe, places where practically nothing exists. A black hole isn't black either, it's fundamentally imperceptible. By the way, these peculiarities have mass and, surprisingly, an astounding weight. This weight makes them twist spacetime, making them visible to us humans. It got really weird when scientists figured out that there is a huge black hole in nearly every cosmic center. Compared to ordinary stellar remnants, which have a few hundred to 1,000 solar masses, black holes in cosmic centers are much bigger. The biggest among them have a few million solar masses. The sizes of these beasts are thus hard for us to comprehend. Nevertheless, they are a general, regular reality. Even the events in our own universe are driven by a huge black hole, and the black hole Sagittarius A** likely also governs the lovely state of our Milky Way. Black holes at the center of galaxies are not static hunters lying in wait for matter. They are mysterious and dynamic objects. At the end of 2019, the world SDSS J335+0730 suddenly began to shine brighter than ever before. The previously seemingly dead galaxy had turned into a valid guide in the sky, located around 300 million light-years from us. something happened that researchers could not explain. The galaxy in the Virgo cluster illuminated brilliantly, and at first, no one knew why. Could you imagine what it's like when something you thought was inert suddenly starts to glow? That's basically what happened for the researchers who saw this extraordinary cosmic event. It was a bit like the light suddenly entering a scary place, and it would seem the scary place was definitely not a scary place at all. Analysts had been mistaken. The world SDSS J335+0730 was not dead after all, but deeply dynamic. Maybe it had merely been dormant. The active cosmic core suddenly began to brightly shine after potentially many long years of inactivity. In fact, SDSS J335+0730 suddenly became so bright that its behavior went against all known active cosmic cores. It's not normal, the researchers said, and they struggled to figure out what caused this flare, an unusual phenomenon in the universe. Scientists called the rare phenomenon extraordinary, and the first work of the analysts was to compare the data collected in the survey. They found that SDSS J335+0730 had been emitting much more light in the ultraviolet, optical, and infrared frequencies starting in 2019. In February 2024, the galaxy began to produce additional X-ray radiation, making the phenomenon even more intriguing. Researcher Lorena Hernandez Garcia from the University of Valparaiso in Chile was the first scientist to offer an explanation for what could have happened in her study. The astronomer reported specific activity from a previously tranquil cosmic center. In plain language, this could imply that we are seeing the birth of a huge black hole. Another hypothesis is that the black hole at the center of the universe, which probably weighs a few million times the mass of our Sun, was simply dormant and has now been stirred by a rare event. The Sun's sudden brilliant flare from the galaxy could be due to gas close to the black hole. Imagine how a massive gas cloud suddenly floats past a dormant but hungry black hole, like an enticing fragrance. Also, this stimulation suddenly activates the giant. Events like this are captivating, and we need to acknowledge how little we truly know about the many processes in our universe. Even our own Milky Way is still full of mysteries, and every day researchers explore new possibilities. Peculiarities and finding new items and associations by, the enlivening of the cosmic focal point of SDSS J335+0730 addresses an outstanding event. This interaction has never been seen before. Past examinations have shown proof of idle worlds, and there are known cases in which a cosmic center has awakened again after long periods of dormancy. However, this time, for the very first time, the enlivening of a black hole could be seen in real time. This universe was thought to have been latent for hundreds or even millennia. To preclude other explanations, researchers are continuing to scour the survey data. They need to be sure that this event is truly as extraordinary as it appears. According to one alternative hypothesis, the peculiarity could also be connected to the annihilation of a star. Such a star would have slowly fallen into the black hole's gravity. At first, the event might have slipped through the cracks. However, as the star got increasingly close to the black hole, it was accelerated quicker and quicker. When the star crossed the supposed Roche limit, the black hole began to pull it apart and break it into strands of gas. In the process, gas and plasma streams were heated to very high temperatures, causing the black hole environment to glow. This radiation is especially intense in X-ray and UV light and can be detected by instruments such as the Chandra telescope. The brilliant flash could, therefore, have been a sort of last celestial flash, a final shine before the star was drawn into the event horizon of the black hole and vanished forever. Such dramatic tidal disruption events are intriguing, as only a specific trajectory and proximity can cause the destruction of a star. Scientists must determine whether this is perhaps the true key to the rare awakening in SDSS J335+0730. The largest sky survey of all time, the survey used to observe the universe SDSS J335+0730, is perhaps one of the most extensive sky studies ever conducted, utilizing cutting-edge instruments. This survey mapped thousands of galaxies, quasars, and other vast objects in great detail across large areas of the sky. Consider projects like these as an infinite enumeration, with each object observed being carefully categorized and studied. A mix of optical, infrared, and X-ray data is used to get the most complete and comprehensive view of the universe possible. Sky surveys like this are significant for tracking the distribution and movements of known objects in the universe. Not only are scientists observing the dynamics of the visible universe, but another interesting aspect of this study is its ability to capture rare, one-time events like the awakening of the black hole in this galaxy. This survey consistently monitors vast regions of the sky over years, so that changes, such as the sudden eruption of dormant cosmic cores, could be captured live for the first time. Thanks to the data, experts can discover new peculiarities, refine existing theories and cosmic models, and make further hypotheses about our universe. The sheer amount of data gathered by the survey is overwhelming. It contains billions of data points, which are, of course, processed by machines and special algorithms. Nowadays, computers can respond to the smallest irregularities and developments that a human could never notice. Such a survey is much more than just an archive of the universe. Projects like this are dynamic instruments that provide cosmologists with a direct connection to real-time events in the universe. We are witnessing some events that happened billions of years ago, whose signals are now reaching us in real time. The data is collected with a 2.5-meter reflecting telescope located at the Apache Point Observatory in New Mexico, United States. However, the largest event of this sort is the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, SDSS. On July 1, 2023, another mission was launched that will surpass all previous sky surveys. The latest space telescope from the ESA has begun its mission, and placed directly in space will provide us with the most accurate sky map ever. With a 1.2-meter primary mirror and cutting-edge near-infrared spectroscopy and imaging, Euclid will scan the sky continuously for at least 6 years, furnishing us with the most precise 3D map of the distribution of galaxies. Subscribe now and never miss another video again.